Yeah, so diphthongs were already existing in our heritage and culture since quite a long time. That is where udatta, swarita, anudattas are very important. So I was telling about the concept of nature and life, where the visions of the beauty of life and nature in the Vedas are extremely rich in poetic value. So when the word poetic came, that's why I came to this, including the Sama Vedas. So nowhere else in the world has the glory of dawn and sunrise and the silence and sweetness of the nature. The symbolical pictures projected there remain close to life and nature. So the authoritative among the four Vedas is Rig Veda. Each Vedic verse has one or more sages, that means rishis and deities, devatas, associated with it. Generally, rishis are supposed to be recipient knowledge revealed in the verses, and devatas are supposed to be the gods, where the praise verses are revealed. Now, the nature worship basically finds the expression in Vedic texts. Many scholars have come to the conclusion that Vedas are primarily concerned with cosmology. However, they are not in a position to show the Vedic cosmology has the solution to difficult problems of modern cosmology. That's what our Dr. Ji also we were discussing when we were walking, and then when he was explaining the difficulties in understanding the cosmology. Some say, like dramas are played to remember the history, the process of various Shrauta Yajnas describes the science of cosmology. The Vedic hymns are full of statement, ideas, and unusual images which contain truths of all sciences. Knowledge is couched in symbolic language, and unless the symbols are decoded, symbols have to be decoded. The only point is that Vedas need to be studied and interpreted not in a pedantic manner, but in their proper perspective and in relevant context. The tripartite model of knowledge at the basis of the hymns helps in their understanding. Generally, indication of most of the principles is there in their earliest form. Anyways, let us take one example now. Anyhow, I have to deal with the the cosmos, the ecology kind of, but I am trying to get into the other systems also. For example, Brahmanasya mukhamasi bahurajanyakritah uru tadasya idvaishyah pabdhyam shudro ajayata. This comes in Purusha Sukta, which is a Rigvedic, and again Yajurveda also is there. So again, people will get into that and then they go on chanting, and then that's fantastic. But otherwise, the real essence of that is basically when it comes under the Sukta called, they have put that as Purusha Sukta, but please don't take that as a Purusha is the normal what we call the gender. It is beyond that. Okay, because the God cannot be put as three genders. No, he is beyond. Okay, so he is genderless. When I say genderless, don't get into that transgender. Okay, he is beyond that. So, the Purusha Sukta says the same mantra can be articulated in different senses. Brahmanasya mukhamasi. See, for example, I am standing as a body. When I am speaking something very useful and etc., and very knowledgeable thing which I am trying to give out. So that is from the mukha it comes. The brain is working, and therefore it is compared analogy as a Brahmana. Then comes the Bahu, where we call that as Kshatriya, to protect the other parts of the society or the body. For example, if some insect comes and then tries to do something to your body or what, so we try to take that away. So this is the Kshatriya's guna, and to have the energy in our body, It is the work of the Vaishya. So that's why Vaishya also is important in the society. And comes to protect all these things and then cleansing and then making them, serving them, etc. is the part of Shudra. That is Pabhyam Shudro Ajayata. That means in a society everyone is equally regarded as equal. Nobody is higher, nobody is less. So there is an equality in all this. Now why am I telling all these things is because of the cosmic testing as well as my disaster management is what that will happen in the due course. So one has to be very careful in understanding this, the relatedness of the present scenario. So the Vedas and disciplines of the modern science are rather complementary, not contradictory, please.